You were born into a world of ice and blood, a time when mammoths roamed the frost-bitten plains, giant sloths lumbered across open valleys, and early humans huddled in caves, armed with fire, but not yet fearless. But you were Smilodon, the saber-toothed tiger, an apex ambush predator with jaws that could open nearly 120 degrees and foot-long fangs made to pierce flesh like a spear. You were built to rule, but this world had no mercy, and survival was never guaranteed. Your story begins in a den of stone and shadow, somewhere in what will one day be called the Americas. Your mother lies beside you, her breath heavy with exhaustion. You're one of three cubs, your eyes sealed shut, your tiny body fragile. But her warmth shields you from the cold outside, and her growl keeps danger away. For the first few weeks, you do nothing but feed, sleep, and grow. But danger never sleeps. A dire wolf pack howls in the distance. They've caught the scent of blood. One wrong sound, and your den becomes a tomb. So your mother moves you under cover of night, across frozen soil and brittle brush, to a new hiding place. Already your life is a lesson in fear. Seasons change. You grow stronger. By your second year, your muscles ripple beneath your fur. Your paws are silent weapons. And your fangs, once small nubs, now gleam like ivory sabers. But you're still unproven, still hungry. Your mother, older and slower now, watches as you take your first real chance. A young megalocaris, the giant elk, strays from its herd. You crouch low in the tall grass. Your amber eyes lock in. You wait. 10 seconds. 5. You pounce. Claws dig in. Your jaws open wider than any modern big cat's ever could. And then, fangs sink deep into its throat. It thrashes. You hold on. The elk stumbles, falls, and for the first time, you taste blood from your own kill. But this victory is short-lived. In the distance, shadows move, scavengers drawn by the scent of death. This is the Ice Age, a world of extremes. You roam across frozen tundras and icy woodlands, past glaciers that tower like mountains. Prey is massive, but scarce. Your rivals are many, dire wolves who hunt in packs, short-faced bears, towering brutes with strength that could crush bones in one swipe, even other saber-toothed cats. Each day you walk the thin line between predator and prey. Hunger gnaws at your ribs. You follow a herd of bison for days, waiting for one to fall behind. When it does, you strike, only to be driven off by wolves before you can feed. You limp away, bloodied, starving, humiliated. There are no easy meals here, only earned ones. You eventually find a mate, another Smilodon, powerful and graceful, a reflection of your own strength. Together you claim a small patch of fertile land near a watering hole. Prey is more abundant here. You hunt, you defend, and when the season turns, you raise your own cubs beneath the same sheltering stones that once kept you safe. But nothing lasts in this world. One winter, a short-faced bear enters your territory. It outweighs you by hundreds of pounds. Your mate charges, roaring with fury. But the bear is stronger. You arrive too late. The snow is stained red. Your mate lies still. You fight to protect your cubs, fangs slashing, claws tearing, until the bear retreats, wounded but alive. You stand over your young, panting. You've won this time. But at what cost? You've faced wolves, bears, and starvation. But now something new walks the tundra. Not stronger, not faster, but clever. Humans. They come in small groups, with tools of stone and bone, and strange flickering fire. At first they stay distant, curious, watching. Then, they hunt. They learn your patterns, follow your trails, set traps and ambushes. They work together like wolves, but with brains far sharper than any fang. One night, your den is raided, one cub is taken. You roar into the dark, but your enemy doesn't answer with teeth. They answer with spears. You retreat, not from fear, but from realization. This is no longer your world alone. The air grows colder than ever before. Prey vanishes into the mountains. The glaciers advance. You are old now. Your fangs are chipped, your stride slower. You've lost two of your cubs. The last one limps from a broken paw, unable to keep up. You leave it behind. A final hunt, a last chance. You spot a musk ox, weak and isolated. You wait for the wind to shift, then move in. But your paws sink into soft snow. Too slow. It sees you, bolts. You chase, lungs burning, vision blurring, until you slip on ice and crash into a drift. You don't get up. Above, vultures circle. This is how giants fall. Not with a roar, but with silence. You are buried by snow, forgotten by time, but your bones remain, preserved in tar pits, frozen caves, and ancient soil. One day humans will find your skull. They'll marvel at your fangs. They'll sketch your form into cave walls. They'll call you a tiger, though you were never one. You were Smilodon fatalis, a legend of tooth and claw. Not because you ruled forever, but because you dared to exist in a world that tried to end you every day. You were the saber-toothed shadow of the Ice Age, a predator born not just to kill, but to endure. And in the end, that's what makes you unforgettable.